Hello, Douglas. It appears yet again that you are failing to understand what I am talking about. Time and time again, you have displayed this in interactions that I have had with you. So, with that said, I'm making this video especially for you, and I want you to really pay attention to what I say, and I want you to understand. Okay, Douglas, before I get into anything that I want to talk about in this video, I want to tell you something that I tell all veterans when I come across veterans in my life. And the thing that I want to tell you is thank you for your service. I have respect for what you did, and I will always have respect for any and all veterans regarding what they did for this country. I just wanted you to know that. The next thing that I want to talk about, Douglas, was the fact that I mentioned to you in the conversation that we were having that I was basically going to unsub from you due to the way that you were treating me in the conversation. Well, I decided to take it upon myself to think about it for a little bit, and I decided not to unsub from you. It turns out that I actually enjoy a lot of the videos that you make. In fact, I am going to give you a shout out here and now for the work that you have done so far. So, to my subscribers, if you are unfamiliar with Douglas, a link to his channel will be provided in the description down below for you guys to take a look at. If his material is to your liking, please subscribe to him. He has a lot of interesting things to say sometimes. Now, the next thing that I want to talk about, Douglas, was something that you mentioned to me in the conversation that we were having in the comment section of your video. And the first thing that I want to talk about was the fact that you called me a motherfucker. Okay, I have a problem with what you did there. You insulted me when in all actuality I did not insult you at all. I just disagreed with you. When you insult someone, I think that it does massive damage to your validity as far as arguments are concerned. And the second thing that I wanted to talk to you about was the fact that you mentioned that I don't know anything about war. It seemed to me that you were saying that you were better than me because you experienced something that I didn't experience, when in all actuality, you are not better than me. I do know a lot about the wars that are currently going on, just not in the way that you experience them. And I just wanted you to know that. I want you to know that if you want to have a real interaction with someone, you can't insult them. You can't sit here and literally call them names. You can't do any of these things because an honest, genuine discussion will not happen. I just want you to know that. Okay, Douglas, now that I got all of that out of the way, I wanted to talk about the main reason why I'm making this video today. You see, you seem to have the habit of misunderstanding what I say. When I say a couple of things to you, you have this habit of twisting them, and then you take it upon yourself to argue with me over it. Now, to me, this is getting rather annoying, and I don't appreciate when my words are being twisted. Now, what you are saying is basically that I say Christians do this, all Christians do that, all Christians do terrible things, when in all actuality, that is not the case. You see, Douglas, I stumbled across an article today that I think is going to be very relevant to this video that I'm making towards you, and I really want you to pay attention to what I have to say. I really want you to understand what I am talking about, okay? I'm not sure if you are familiar with the band Jars of Clay, but if you're not, a link to a music video of theirs will be provided in the description down below for you guys to take a look at. Now, I mean you as well, Douglas. Please feel free to take a look at the video as well. Now, it just so happens that this band, Jars of Clay, is a Christian band, okay? And the front man goes by the name of Dan Hazeltine. Well, basically, Dan has taken it upon himself to get on Twitter and basically support same-sex marriage. Now, this is the type of Christian that I can get along with in many areas. Sure, that we are probably going to disagree on a lot of things, but more or less I could get along with this particular Christian. Now, after he decided to take it upon himself to make this tweet supporting same-sex marriage, there are a group of Christians that literally started attacking him and his band. Now, see, those are the Christians that I'm against. Those are the Christians that are against social development. those Christians are willing to do anything and everything to move their agenda across the board and stop social development. That is something that I have a problem with. You see, when religious beliefs like that get in the way, it literally eats away at the very fabric of human nature, and it totally stops social progress. And like I said many times before in many other videos, I am against it. That is something that I detest, and I detest these individuals for doing what they are doing. Now, I cannot say that I hate the individual, but I hate the religion because it's making these individuals do something that is totally bad for society as we know it. And that is why I am completely against them. I'm not against this individual, Dan Hazeltine, the frontman of this band, because he is actually for same sex marriage. He's for social progress. And he's for all of these things in this particular tweet that I am for. Now, there's a couple of tweets that he made, and they will be provided down below as well for you to take a look at. And that's something that I will not argue with. In fact, I'm on the same side as this particular Christian on same sex marriage. I am for it, and hopefully, all 50 states one day will legalize it so that everyone can have the chance to marry the individuals that they truly love. And that's the way that I feel about it. But I am against those Christians that are literally trying to take his band apart, that are literally trying to give him a hard time for doing what he did. And that is what I am against. I hate the fact that these individuals literally come out of the woodwork and want to start the shit that they start. It is completely unnecessary, especially when they don't have any ground to stand on whatsoever. Their morality is in the crapper. They don't care about society. All they care about is their religion and what they can push across the board as far as new policies being implemented is concerned. I hate that nonsense. It is something that doesn't need to happen as far as I'm concerned. All of these actions made by these particular Christians are preposterous. So, last but not least, I want you to pay attention. I am against those particular Christians that are against this band for supporting same sex marriage. Plain and simple. I'm not saying that I'm against all Christians because there are Christians out there that are literally fighting for the separation of church and state. There are Christians out there, like this one that I mentioned in this Christian rock band, that is for same sex marriage. I'm on the same side of as those guys are as far as gay marriage is concerned. And like I said before, sure, we may disagree on pretty much everything when it comes to religion, but this guy is actually for something that I am for. I'm not against all Christians, Douglas. I am not against all Christians, Douglas. And that's something that I want you to think about, okay? Because you keep misrepresenting me, and it is, like I said, getting annoying. And to my subscribers, please feel free to leave your thoughts in the comment section down below. Let me know what you guys think about this. I'd really like to see your opinions. Please feel free to share this video with anyone that might be interested, whether it be on Facebook, Google+, Tumblr, or wherever you guys hang out. Till next time, the Quiet Atheist is out, and remember, if you can't be good at it. Thank you for watching, and I will see you next video. Hello, Douglas. I know that I said I was going to go, but I wanted to share one more thing with you. I wanted to share one of the tweets that this Dan Hazeltine from this Christian rock band put on his Twitter. So with that said, let's go right to the tweet at hand here. And I quote, "I'm trying to make sense of the conservative argument against same-sex marriage, but it doesn't hold up to basic scrutiny. Feels akin to women's suffrage." With that said, hopefully you can understand with a couple of opportunities that I have given you today.